Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, y'all, some kind of bad news here in the world of boxing right now. Um, we know that the legend, one legend in boxing, very young guy in boxing, legend, that's Devin Haney. I don't have to explain every time I talk about Devin Haney about why I consider him to be a legend. But he's a legend because of how he became undisputed. First of all, becoming undisputed with in the belt era makes you almost a legend already because that's not easy to do. But the details and how Devin Haney had to go about it and accepting very little money, going to Australia twice to beat George Kambosos, being the mandatory for Lomachenko and Lomachenko accepting the franchise title instead. When you put all that together, because everybody ignores that franchise title thing, that was some egregious stuff that went down right in front of everybody's faces to make up a belt so Canelo don't fight Charlo and then gives it to Lomachenko so that he doesn't fight Devin Haney and everybody goes with it. That was egregious. So that's a feather in Devin Haney's cap for having did nothing wrong but be called an email champ and all those things that people that don't have that much character were calling him, right? Because if you were into boxing enough to call him an email champ, then that means you knew some details. And if you knew details and to be on that side of the detail instead of like, hey, wait, what did he do wrong? They made up something and couldn't even decide what the hell it was and just brought it on the market. And who were the ones who had to take the back seat because of franchise title? Great fighters, black ones, right? Jamal Charlo, who was the mandatory for Canelo after 3 interim fights, and then Devin Haney, who was the mandatory, right, for Lomachenko. So anyway, don't get me started. Those are the reasons why the guy is legendary for me. He's been in a division, lightweight division, where the face of boxing's there. Gervonta Tank Davis. Has Gervonta ever tried to fight Devin Haney? Or the other way around? Yes. You see what I'm saying? Ryan Garcia is Devin Haney's mandatory. He's supposed to be... Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Tank Davis was a huge fight between two guys who didn't fight Devin Haney. Ryan Garcia was Devin Haney's mandatory and just said no. He would rather fight Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis in the division, and he's the face of boxing, and he's in a division where undisputed champions there in Devin Haney and Lomachenko, who they were saying was the best ever in his division, and Gervonta ain't never tried to fight neither one of them. So I don't know how we just... Face of boxing is a label that some boxers should not even want to ever have. Because you have Gervonta and you have Canelo, who's worse. Canelo got people 10 years in his division that's awesome, and we all know it with Demetrius Andrade and Jamal Charlo. Ridiculously awesome fighters who we're going to act like, oh, Demetrius Andrade, man, he's a horrible fighter. He's tall, rangy, evasive, athletic, got enough punch power to get you off of him. All those things that we know that Canelo will have issues with. But we act like, you let people act like that on national TV and no one asks about Demetrius Andrade forever. So don't come here because I'll say Demetrius Andrade out of the blue for no reason at all. I'll say Demetrius Andrade because he can't be somebody that awesome in boxing for 10 years and we're just going to ignore it. Keep acting like he didn't do the right business moves. He didn't get in position. Yeah, well, having an undisputed championship versus Canelo's position, being a champion and Canelo's a mandatory for me and he didn't fight me, you can't get in a better position than that. Being able to offer the man the biggest payday ever, what kind of position you talking about? What you're talking about is, could you please lose a few times so you can look like, so we can want Canelo to fight you? We ain't wanting Canelo. Canelo fans don't want Canelo fighting no undefeated guys. Hell out of here. Anyway, this ain't even a Canelo video. Back to the point. Devin Haney has been, after being undisputed and beating Lomachenko, we know he can't fight at 140 pounds, right? The dude shouldn't be fighting there, man. Really. About 3 fights ago, he should have been up. But he's doing it for big fights. He said he'd stay at 135 to fight Gervonta Davis, which he shouldn't have to because Gervonta Davis went at 140 to fight Barrios anyway. But whatever. So he's trying to go up to fight Regis Prograis, the most dangerous guy at 140 pounds. And they're very close to signing a deal to fight because, seeing as though Devin Haney's undisputed, if he goes up to 140, then they're going to make him the mandatory. So Regis Prograis has had an ultimatum now to fight either Devin Haney or Sandor Martin, which I'm glad to just hear his name because the dude beat Teofimo Lopez, in my opinion, and was just in obscurity. So at least somebody's like, okay, you lost officially, but we're going to put you still in the mix. And I think that's fair because Lomachenko lost officially when it comes to Devin Haney, but was still put at number 1 in front of Shakur Stevenson. And that brings me to my man, Shakur Stevenson. Now, Shakur Stevenson hasn't activated his mandatory to fight Devin Haney, and I don't really care about it because I don't want him to fight at 135 pounds anyway. So I've just been ignoring it, and I try my best to ignore Shakur Stevenson anyway because he's a young black man, right? And I don't expect much when it comes to scrolling out and look at the big picture of things and the grand scheme of things. I don't expect much. You know, he's young, he's black, he's going to be upset. You know, somebody black do something, he's going to be more upset than if somebody white do something. It just happens. This is what black Americans do. Now, here's the thing. He's one fight Devin Haney for 25%. We've been hearing that the last couple of weeks, which a mandatory is about. That's what you're going to get if it goes to purse bid. He wants more money. Okay, cool. Right? So you want more money. So now he's activated his mandatory after Devin Haney's in talks, about almost signed to fight Regis Prograis. Now he's saying he wants 50-50 with Devin Haney. Right? You ain't supposed to get 50-50 for Devin Haney. And here's another thing. It's disrespectful. Right? It's what I don't like for the black person doing that. If Devin Haney was Lomachenko and Undisputed, he would not be asking for no damn 50%. No way about it. No, not even close. He was just talking to Lomachenko on social media, and he kept calling him champ, telling him he beat Devin Haney and champ and please and doing all this reverence in his voice, right? But when it comes to Devin Haney, 50-50. Devin Haney's undisputed. You ain't getting no damn 50-50. And as much as I like Shakur Stevenson, he's awesome. You shouldn't even ask for it, not publicly. Respect what Devin Haney has done and accomplished. Right? Now, I'm telling y'all in this video, right now, Lomachenko's number 1 in front of Shakur Stevenson. If Shakur Stevenson fights Lomachenko, he will not ask for 50%. I'm just going to blurt that out there because I don't believe he will. It's the reverence we have. Donald Trump is a damn criminal, right? We know it. It's ridiculous. Treason, they committed treason, and all them terrorists came on January 6th. Yeah, they're terrorists. You don't need a long beard and Allah Waba to be a terrorist. Those were terrorists. That's what a terrorist looks like. I'm going to enforce my ideology on you with force. Terrorist, right? That's what that is. So we don't call them that. We call them everything else, and we're still in courts and stuff like that, right? And the leader of the terrorists is still out in jail nowhere, right? A criminal has done every crime that we need. All the feminists, you don't even hear them. He's done stuff against women, and feminists ain't saying nothing. Bottom line is because all that falls under, damn it, white supremacy. So basically, all these people, all these congressmen who are scholars, learned men, these are not all hicks. These are learned men and know everything about the Constitution. They've swept that all under the rug in the name of what? What would make you do that? What would make you say the Constitution, you wipe your butt with the Constitution? What would make you do that? And that's only white supremacy. People don't talk about it. That's the issue, period. If Trump put Donald Trump there without saying racist things out in the open, then all of a sudden people would start realizing how much of a criminal he was, how illiterate he is, and how that he's probably got other issues, mental issues that are obvious, but we just act like we don't see them because they're just the things that are blocking him, right? And when it comes to black people, there's still some of black people seeing him do this that would see him somewhere out and have reverence all in their voice, trying to get selfies with him, trying to shake his hand. Guarantee you. Instead of like, I don't give a damn what he ain't even shaking my hand, quiet as it's kept. You know what I'm saying? But that's how we roll. And you have to scroll out. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Forget the colors. Forget the colors. Right is right, is wrong is wrong. Period. If you're going to have a rule of law, it's got to be for everybody or there's anarchy. You know what I'm saying? Or you have a group of people who can just act the hell they want to, right? Now, Devin Haney is undisputed, and we all know it's documented what he went through to become undisputed. Damn it, everybody has to respect it. Everybody. Now, your boy here, Shakur Stevenson, as awesome as we all know Shakur Stevenson is, You're not supposed to be pushing up on Devin Haney talking about 50-50. Period. And that's just called respect. No matter how young he is, how long y'all been knowing each other, respect that. Because damn it, you will respect Canelo's Undisputed, even though he was given one of the belts, which nobody talks about. WBC gave him a belt. He didn't even have to fight for it. So he actually just won 3 belts. And everybody talk about his, right? I guarantee you, Shakur Stevenson would go up to Canelo talking about 50-50. Or any other person that's not a color. So we're not going to ask Devin Haney for 50-50. Period. No matter who you are right now. Period. Nobody. Right? His Undisputed is just as important as everybody else's. So unfortunately, Shakur Stevenson, respect and go ahead about your business and get some more than 25 if you're trying to. But 50-50 against this young brother who's done something exceptional, we ain't having it. Doma Sports Talk Worldwide. And I'm out of here, y'all. By the way, that's BLACKPHEMOUS.